What's up?
Oh, I don't know, not a whole hell of a lot. It's it's Saturday. It's snowing outside. I'm inside. There's a cat
Yeah,
on my bed. Pretty
we
idyllic.
yeah. Hi, Mildred.
Hi, Mildred. Everyone say hi. Everyone just scream at your phone or computer and say hello to my roommate's cat. Her name
We
is
love
Mildred.
her.
We do love her.
She is wonderful.
She is.
I was sick for 2 days.
Yeah. How did that go? What happened?
So I woke up on Tuesday and I was like, oh, I don't feel good. But I think I just ate too much last night because I got really high. And when I get really high, I overeat sometimes.
Sure.
Like I basically had like 2 full course meals.
Sure.
But I woke up and I had a speech pathology appointment that morning, and I was like, well, gotta get going. I got there, and my speech pathologist, who is not a general physician by any stretch of the word, but she took one look at me and was like, you look like dog shit. You should go home. I'll see you next week, and do not go to work today. And so I'm driving home, and I pull up to an intersection. I'm at the stoplight for like 2 minutes, and like I'm like, uh-oh, tummy troubles. So I undo my seatbelt, I open my car door, and I just hork into the fresh powder just outside my car door.
Oh my god.
And then I pull back into my car, and I'm like, wait, no, round 2. And then it happens again.
Oh no.
And then the light turns green, so I'm like, okay, car door shut, seatbelt on, let's go. And then I'm pulling onto the highway, and my buddy's like, okay, round 3, you ready to open the door? And I'm like, no, I'm going 40 miles an hour.
Oh no.
I just dry cleaned that coat.
Oh god. Well, how are you feeling now? Better? I was assuming?
Yeah, it took pretty much a day and a half to run its course entirely.
Sure. Just like a 24-hour stomach bug, basically.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
but I'm feeling better now.
yeah, you're healed.
I went out to dinner at a good but expensive vegan place. It was not exclusively vegan, but it was very much like a highlight of the restaurant that it had a lot of vegan options.
Sure.
It was they had these wings made out of cauliflower and covered with buffalo sauce. They had like a vegan blue cheese.
How was it?
It was decadent.
Yeah. Me and my roommate are like gently drifting towards the direction of like veg-ish because she hates meat. She just doesn't like the taste of meat or the texture or anything about it. And I'm lactose intolerant. So with our powers combined, we complete most of a vegan.
Yeah, like I've noticed myself that I'm I chicken is just kind of like a diet staple for me, but just really out of convenience more than anything. I think that like once I realize, hey, you can just make everything that you like with tofu instead, I'll be like, oh, real shit?
Yeah, we went to grocery shopping recently and we saw some tofu and we were like, should we do this? And it was like, okay, so we have just tofu sitting in the fridge. I think we're probably going to end up cooking it tonight. Doing something. I'm not sure what.
I cook with even as a meat, I cook with tofu a frequent amount.
Yeah.
When I cook, at least. I haven't actually like cooked in the last little while because depression, and also it's become harder to stand on my foot lately for extended periods of time. Yeah, and I went to my foot doctor about it, and he was like, you look like you're healing fine, and also you're fat.
Well,
and I was like, motherfucker, I mean, yeah, I'm pudgy. I am fat. I won't deny that. But also, like, I'm very tall.
Yeah. That's super goofy. Because
I am like 8 to 10. I don't know what the average male height is. The average, like, cis male height is. But, like, I am an average of 8 to 10 inches taller than the average designated male at birth person.
Yeah, you're a big girl.
I'm big girl. And I want a big cereal.
You deserve a big cereal.
I deserve a big cereal. I got some of that classic big cereal at the store the other day.
Oh yeah?
The frosted mini wheats.
Oh sure.
The cereal that's like you can carry 2 in a spoonful.
Oh sure.
That's my shit. That's my shit.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been much of a cereal haver. But
accused of Havos cereal.
Accused Sarah of Havos cereal, yes. Oh, she's purring so loudly behind me right now. I can't. It's very distracting because I love her so much. I've got that.
Yolk. Get it? Like Antlers Hospice?
Right. I ate, so I made myself a breakfast sandwich this morning with an egg. And I was eating it, and she was like, "Hey, let me have some of that."
Hey, sexy egg.
And I was like, "No." But then egg yolk dripped on her head, and she was like, "Well, I'm not dealing with this ever." So she's just covered in egg yolk right now, and I think I'm gonna take care of it later. But right now, she just needs to live in the fact that she smells a little eggy, because she's very stupid. But she pooped on my floor recently, so I think I have toxoplasmosis now, which is fine.
I'm so sorry.
Her cat poop make me crazy. Love those cat brain parasites.
Cat poop make you lose control. Cat poop make you lose control.
This has maybe been our least organized intro ever, I think.
Fuck it. No rules, just right. The show is going off the grid in like 2 weeks.
So true.
Like Blair, I don't know if you happened to listen to the episode of City Girls Make Do that I was on
No, I didn't.
last week. You should. I recommend it. It's a very fun episode.
I will.
In it, I realized that the reason that I always go so off the rails when I'm on that podcast is because you are a very strong anchor point, keeping me from going to all the batshit awful places I would otherwise take this podcast to, and I just have the reins now.
Oh my gosh, you are gonna be unstoppable.
You can't fucking stop me. I'm making terrible podcasts, and you can't fucking stop me.
Oh god. You have to bring me now. I have to just be a producer on this podcast, so
you can just say no.
You. Yeah, so I can control you. It's the only way she can be stopped. Is my power. We're gonna have an anime style battle at the end of this podcast. Because I'm the only one who can stop you.
I can't wait.
Shit. Podcast?
That's my impression of the theme song.
Nice.
Welcome to Fear Baiting, everyone. It's your number one what if aliens had cancer podcast.
Accurate enough. I'll allow it.
Your number one alien cancer podcast.
But is it aliens?
Is it aliens?
I don't know. I don't know.
I did sit when I used alien, I did mean it in like the extraterrestrial, but like when you think about it, alien, like otherworldly cancer.
Sure.
If you think about alien in that definition, so like it works, but not the way that I meant it.
Right. We'll just pretend you meant it that way.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Sarah, no words. Yes?
Sarah, no words.
Can
Sarah, no
read?
words, and you can't fucking stop her.
I don't know if Sarah can read. Can Sarah read?
Who?
You.
Whomstediv?
Oh no! It's because I'm on my second cup of very strong coffee. This is why I'm like this. I'm gonna take another big slurp. Get ready for this.
Fuck! I really want some coffee right now.
You should come over. I have a pot.
We have a Keurig at work.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's fine. Like, that's kind of my review of Keurigs, but also, like, I kind of miss, like, the shitty, just, like, pot of coffee that I would have when I was working on a construction site.
Oh, for sure. Oh, there's nothing like that. Yeah, when I was working at the warehouse, there was always Folgers. And there's something nice about having Folgers and just putting like sugar in it, and it's just
Yep.
like, yep, this is just shit coffee that I'm drinking, but I have to drink it because it's very cold out.
Yep, that's my go juice. You ever don't talk to me until I've had my morning coffee. Am I right?
Oh, literally, that is actually literally me now. Like
You have anamorphed into one of those fucking people, and that's why I'm kicking you off the podcast.
Yeah, I budgeted my time badly this Thursday, I think. So I didn't have time to make myself coffee. And I felt it, I felt it to the point where I like drove to the local coffee shop during my break and like bought myself a coffee.
I work like literally right next door to a really good coffee place.
Sure.
But the problem is that they open at the exact same time that my shift starts.
Oh, sure.
Like I start at 8 and they open at 8. Like, okay, Ava, what coffee place opens at 8?
This one, I guess. A small. Well, I feel like actually that's pretty standard for a lot of coffee places.
Really? I feel like if I was a coffee person, like I'd just be able to make much more of my revenue by like being open a little bit earlier.
I think people who are like going to work that early tend to go to a gas station for their coffee.
I guess, or like a Tim's Horton.
Yeah.
Because God rest their soul, Tim's Horton.
Is Tim's Horton dead?
No, Tim Horton is just like, I don't like that coffee. It's bad coffee.
Oh, I've never had it.
Literally, the only reason to go to Tim Hortons, in my opinion, is if you live in Canada because they sell potato wedges there for like $1.50.
Nice. Yeah, right as I was moving out of St. Cloud, Tim Hortons opened up, and I was like, not worth staying, and I was okay with leaving. I was like, oh, I've never been to a Tim Hortons now, and now I never will.
Banned from Tim Hortons forever.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Oscars, though?
Yeah, so the Oscars nominations came out, and so there is some fuck shit going on in these categories. So first of all, how do you feel about Crash the 15th version of it?
Oh, right. Yeah. So Green Book is up for what? Best Picture?
Yep, and a handful of other things, I think. What's the guy's name? Ali, the actor, is also up for either Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor.
I think he's up for Best Supporting Actor, which is fucking crazy. Because they were co-stars. They were co-stars, but he's a Best Supporting Actor. Whatever. I mean, it's always like that.
Who was the other guy in that movie?
It starts with a V.
Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen. Mm-hmm.
Is that actually it? Let's double check. It is Viggo Mortensen. Hey, how about me?
You totally guessed and you got it.
Complete guess. It's the only actor whose name I know that starts with V that isn't Vin Diesel.
Yeah, and pretty sure it's not Vin Diesel.
The other guy's name is Mahershala Ali. Okay. So Viggo got Best Actor nomination and Ali got Best Supporting Actor.
Whack on its own. The movie is whack. It's not good. Like it's just another like feel good race movie, you know?
Yeah. You should watch. I mean, I'm sure you have, but this is to the royal you of the audience.
Sure.
Watch Lindsay Ellis's video essay about the movie of Bright.
Yeah, and then Bo Rap is up for Best Picture for some reason.
Bohemian Rhapsody, to be clear.
Yes, for the
Sorry, you called it Bo Rap, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
You know, like that's what the kids on the street are calling it, Bo Rap.
Oh yeah, they're talking about all their cool Fortnite dances, and then they talk about Bo Rap.
Like I joke, but also that's what film Twitter calls it. Is
really?
Bo Rap. Yep. Mm-hmm.
What is film Twitter doing?
Film Twitter is doing
besides
nothing.
Their fucking worst.
Yeah, literally, it's insufferable. Film Twitter is. So yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody is up for Best Picture for some reason. I saw it in the theaters. I thought it was fine. I saw it for free because my friend works at a theater, so I did not give money to the particular theater or the particular movie for ethical purposes.
Yeah, because I'm sure anyone listening to this is well aware, but Bryan Singer has a very, very, very storied history of just like like touching children.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that until after the movie, and then I was like, oh, well,
Yeah.
okay. I know director, like, the hands were changed, but the Directors Guild decided to go with Bryan Singer to be on the actual credits. So he's the one who's going to be, like, if this wins anything, he's the one who's going to be getting the award. Even though
he's also still on board to direct Red Sonja, apparently. Mm-hmm. Which is his next feature film, which I actually don't even know what. I think it's like comic books.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Red Sonja is a comic book. I think it's related to contemporary of Conan the Barbarian. But anyways, Bohemian Rhapsody got revoked its GLAAD nomination.
Oh sure.
In the light of the I think it was the Atlantic's piece about the more allegations about Bryan Singer's storied past of like fucking children.
Yeah, his like horrible shit that he does.
Yeah, absolute criminal.
Yeah, all of that
absolute
aside,
criminal who belongs in fucking prison.
Yeah, all of that aside, the director could have been like a saint, you know, like
and that movie still would
God.
not have deserved a Best Picture nomination.
It's not. It's like a fine movie. It's a fine biopic.
Yeah, you were saying to me when we were watching the movie, you were just like, the movie was just like, hey, do you want a Wikipedia summary of Freddie Mercury's life, and also hear some Queen music? Because here you go.
It's literally that. It's not like the filmmaking isn't super impressive. Rami Malek does a fine job. Like he's obviously a talented actor, and he's a talented actor. He does a fine job. The performances are all fine. But if you've ever seen any movie about a band, it's literally the same arc every time, and this movie is no different. It's just not anything special. I have no idea why it's up for anything. I think it's because it made like crazy amounts of money, which is such a garbage reason to nominate it. I mean, we know that the Oscars are bullshit, but I feel like this has been a particularly bullshit nomination year.
Yeah, because there are, in addition to like those showing up there, we also had some ridiculous snubs.
Yeah.
Well, before I there is one nomination that I was very happy to see. I personally haven't seen it yet, but Melissa McCarthy for Best Actress in Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I haven't seen it, but I really like Melissa McCarthy as an actress, and I'm really glad she is not getting pigeonholed into the comedy roles that I feel like every fat woman in Hollywood has been.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of worried. I don't get me wrong. This is gonna sound like I'm condemning Rebel Wilson, but I'm not. I like Rebel Wilson, but I was worried about her just becoming like a decade older Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I really appreciate that she is being recognized for her work outside of comedy roles. She's very funny, don't get me wrong, but she has some really good acting chops too.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's so funny that it's always a big stink when dramatic comedic actors do drama, because there's still a lot of acting that has to be done in comedy.
Absolutely.
No, and I'm not saying anything negative about what you're saying, because I completely agree. I just think, but it's always everyone's writing think pieces about it, and I'm like, it's just acting.
the thing is that it goes the other way too, right? If Chris Hemsworth had not been hilarious in the 2016 Ghostbusters, Thor Ragnarok would not have been what it was.
I don't know if it goes the opposite way, because I feel like there's comedy in drama, but there's rarely drama in comedy, if you know what I mean.
I feel like there's a difference though between the comedy that you experience in drama, kind of the wry and dry and the kind of the witticisms of drama humor, versus just the actual jokey jokes of just actual comedy movie. It's definitely not as dramatic, but it is still something to be recognized. And but the thing is also that everyone points to that movie as when people realized Chris Hemsworth was funny, when they absolutely slept on him in Cabin in the Woods. But I digress.
Yeah.
He was good as fuck in that movie.
He sure was. That was a good movie.
But anyways, snubs. So a couple of notable snubs. These two are snubs that I saw people complaining about that I didn't get a chance to see myself, but I heard a lot of good things about. 8th Grade and Crazy Rich Asians, both completely slept on.
Yep.
In every category.
Yeah.
And I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about them, and the reason that I haven't seen them is just because I haven't made time to watch a lot of non-horror movies from last year that I didn't see in theaters.
It's so hard to do things.
It really is. But as far as this podcast relevancy goes, Hereditary, nothing for Toni Collette.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting a Best Picture nomination for it, and I don't even know if it would necessarily deserve one.
The thing is that I'm pretty sure that you can have up to 10 pictures nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Which is the thing they introduced after the year that Dark Knight came out and didn't get nominated because it was everyone's like 6th pick.
Yeah.
Which is really funny that that's the movie that spawned the want for more movies in this category, but I digress. So yeah, I was bummed to see no Hereditary there. Toni Collette deserved Best Actress though nomination.
For sure, absolutely.
Also an argument to be made for Alex Wolff to at least get a nomination for Best Supporting Actor, but you know, I can see going either way on that one. But just snubbing Toni Collette there is a fucking crime. Like, that speech she gives at the dinner table in Hereditary is like, that is one of the best, like, that is some of the best acting I have seen in the last year.
It
like,
is
if
so
not
crazy.
Longer.
No, it's so insane.
She's just so fraught and distressed and just fucking so goddamn sad.
Yeah,
Lars von Trier, like, I think she is like what Lars von Trier thought he was doing with Kirsten Dunst in Melancholia.
For sure.
Like, and don't get me wrong, I like Kirsten Dunst's performance in Melancholia. I think it's the best part of that movie. But also, like, Toni Collette is just doing everything that Lars von Trier wanted to do with Kirsten Dunst.
Yep, absolutely.
Also, relevant to this podcast, I guess, Spider-Verse at least got a nomination for Best Animated Picture, but snubbed in
Best
Picture.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Black Panther there, but again, I think there are 2 slots still on the table for the nomination.
Yeah.
Because there were only 8 pictures nominated for Best Picture. But possibly the most egregious snub, in my opinion, possibly, is that Annihilation didn't get anything for sound design.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Did it get anything?
It didn't get nominated. No nominations.
Insane.
I don't think so, at least. Oscars. I'm gonna double check that.
Bonkers. Absolutely nuts. But it had a very limited release. But also, it was like such an incredible movie. And if you're looking at the episode titles, you know why we're talking.
Yeah.
But it's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah. So here's what beat it for Best Original. Here's what it was passed over for. Black Klansman, which I have to concede that I haven't seen. If Beale Street Could Talk, which I've not heard of.
I heard good things about both of those. So
okay. Isle of Dogs, the Wes Anderson movie. Not Wes Anderson.
Yes, Wes Anderson.
Okay, yes, Wes Anderson. Okay, good. I was one of those movies that I really meant to see, and then it came and went in theaters, and I was like,
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of get weirded out when Wes does shit about, like, the fact that, like, he did a weird, like, movie about Japan, not as a Japanese. It's, you know, it's just kind of a little, like,
it's
Western
a little
gazy, you know?
Yeah, it's not quite Tom Cruise with a man bun in The Last Samurai, but like
right.
Mary Poppins Returns
got nominated?
Yeah.
For what?
Best Original Score.
It's not an original score.
And lastly, possibly the most head scratching for me, Black Panther.
I guess I don't know that maybe I would have to rewatch it, but the soundtrack
like,
did not stick out.
Don't get me wrong,
me.
I liked Black Panther. Black Panther was a good movie.
The soundtrack is not the memorable part for me.
No, it's not.
Maybe it fucks really hard, and it's just been like so long since I've seen it, which is so super possible.
Yeah.
But I don't remember it fucking.
No, obviously no nomination for Best Visual Effects, and was oddly passed over in the category of Best Screaming Bear.
Yeah, strange. Paddington 2 is going to go home with that one, I think.
That's a really good joke.
Thanks. I try.
Finally, it's been 2.5 years.
And I finally made a good joke.
There's finally been a joke on this podcast.
So true. We're joke phobic.
Oh, God, my tummy hurt from laughing at that one.
Oh no, I'm going to make you sick again.
Oh, it's okay.
This kills the Sarah. Oh, did we even introduce ourselves? I'm Blair.
I'm Sarah.
Do we want
30 minutes in.
Do we want to talk about upcoming horror movies, or do we want to dive right into the movie?
I've really got nothing. I'm looking at the front page of upcoming horror movies, and there's like nothing really jumping out. Oh, I guess we can talk about the upcoming Ted Bundy movies. So you can get on your soapbox for a minute.
Okay, so anyone who knows anything about me knows I love true crime.
Yes.
Ted Bundy. So there's 2 Netflix shit about Ted Bundy right now. Or there's the Zac Efron movie, and then there's a documentary, I think. Fuck Ted Bundy. He's so uninteresting. He's so boring. He just murdered a bunch of girls. The dark inner workings of the psychopath or whatever, the serial killer. Like, eat shit. It's not even, he's not that attractive. He's like okay looking at most. Like, he looks like
Ted Bundy or Zac Efron?
Ted Bundy. He looks like a Jim Carrey that murders. He's like,
I mean, so he looks like Jim Carrey.
Well, those allegations haven't been proven, Sarah.
I don't know. He was married to Jenny McCarthy for a while, and I'm pretty sure she's responsible for some death.
Yeah.
Getting political.
Ooh.
Vaccinate your kids, folks.
Yes, do that.
Yeah, please. For everyone's sake. There was a measles outbreak in Portland this last weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Fuck measles. I would rather, like, I mean, obviously I don't like glorifying serial killers. Doing research on them is fine.
Right.
But doing, like, a biopic movie about them where you have to construct a narrative surrounding it is really weird and nasty.
Yeah, I kind of had some similar misgivings to Vice, the Dick Cheney movie.
Yeah, it's like shit like that. It at best deserves a documentary, but if you're gonna create, but even those like necessitate a sort of narrative.
Like this is not something that I want like a quirky wink and nod like Isla Fisher in the bathtub explaining economics, The Big Short style to me. That was not Isla Fisher, and I'm gonna look up that movie real quick to make sure that I didn't fuck that up. The Big Short bathtub.
Yeah, and it's a really, really good
Sorry,
way to...
Margot Robbie,
yeah. It's a really good way to soft flow the fucking atrocities these people have done. And it's a really good way to make them seem a lot scarier than they are. You know what I mean? Because these aren't monsters. They're just people. They're just people who killed a lot of people. And assuming that they're like some inhuman thing, as if murder isn't like a cornerstone, but it's socially acceptable murder is a cornerstone of like American and also like human culture.
Yeah.
That, you know, they just did it wrong. They just did murder wrong. It's such a humble brag. You're not better than Ted Bundy.
Blair, quick question. Who was the serial killer that I'm currently confusing Ted Bundy with in my mind?
I don't know. Okay, explain who you think Ted Bundy is.
Who is the one who almost got caught, but then a cop was like, because someone escaped on him, but then a cop was like, oh, I don't really care about this young gay man. And
Dahmer. You're thinking about Dahmer.
I'm thinking of Dahmer. Thank you.
Anyway, those are my controversial murder takes. Get into my mentions and fight with me about it. Let's talk about Annihilation.
Sure. So Annihilation, 2018's best fucked up bear movie.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Where does this chart for you in terms of horror releases from last year? Because I liked this more than Halloween, but Maybe more. It's really neck and neck with Hereditary in my brain.
It's weird because I kind of think about them in like different contexts. I feel like Hereditary is like is like a pure horror movie. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
this is like, this has a lot going on. There's definitely horror elements to it, so I think it has like justification on this podcast. But I actually think I like this one more because I'm not willing to rewatch Hereditary. Maybe one day I'll rewatch Hereditary, but it was such an emotionally exhaustive movie for me that it's hard to think about going back to it outside of the context that I originally watched it in. And I've watched this movie, I think this would be my third, maybe fourth time seeing it.
Yeah. So Hereditary is just such an intense experience.
It is. It's really,
like,
really,
that
really
that is just a movie that will, like, bottom out your gut.
Yeah, like, I had to take a nap after watching Hereditary.
Yeah, like Andrea and I left that theater, and I kind of felt like I was exhaling for the next, like, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. And I like a movie that does that to me.
I very much like and respect a movie that does that to me, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of return. Like, not a lot of rewatch value.
Yeah. God, Us is coming out in like a month and a half.
That's gonna fuck.
Remember how Tim Heidecker's in that?
I do. I think about that pretty often.
Yeah. But so Annihilation.
Annihilation is an adaptation of the what is it? Southern Breach?
The Southern Breach trilogy by Jeff Vandermeer.
Southern Reach, not Southern Breach.
Southern Reach
trilogy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, by Jeff Vandermeer. It's less of a true adaptation and more of just like a translation of the energy and the concept, which I think is good. I think I kind of appreciate movies that don't try to do a one-for-one translation of its source material.
Yeah, because like I learned that like the original Expedition team was A, nameless, and B, only had 4 characters instead of the 5 that are in this movie, and like only 2 of them shared an occupation. So like you're right, it is much better that this movie is not like a direct one-to-one adaptation of that book, because like the idea of like for starters, like not using names, I feel like works way better in you have to do a lot more legwork to make that work in terms of film
language.
Yeah,
totally.
Like, because there's no way that, like, you know, when Josie gets grabbed by the alligator, like, it would just, if Natalie Portman was just like screaming physicist the entire time, that wouldn't really
Right. Yeah,
that
totally.
wouldn't.
Yeah, it just wouldn't. Yeah, and I cards on the table for both of us. We've not read it. It's on my list. There's a lot of books on my list right now.
I'm going to go to Amazon.com and look at how much a copy of the Book of Annihilation costs. $10?
$10? That's an affordable reading decision.
Yeah, it is.
But there's like film and literature are 2 different languages. So I think when possible, translating the vibe and concept of a book.
Okay, cool. I bought the book.
Nice. Is always going to be more successful, I think, than trying to get all the minutia into it.
Yeah.
It's just some things work in on paper and some things work on film, and you know, but this movie works on film. We've got our cast is our main character's Natalie Portman as a biologist named Lena, who used to work for the Marines, some sort of military operation.
I think it was just that she was. Was it not that she was just a Marine?
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean when I say worked for.
Yeah, I worked for Army.
I was Army. Who is married to Oscar Isaac, who is another Army man who's away
Yeah, well, he's missing, presumed dead.
Yeah. And so it's a lot of a sort of like a sense of mourning, you know, but she doesn't I don't think she believes fully that her husband is dead.
Yeah, she's very much clinging on to the missing part of missing, presumed dead.
Yes. And lo and behold, when she comes home one day, her husband is just there looking like dog shit, but just standing in the bedroom.
Yeah. Well, no, he comes home to her, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. She's standing in the bedroom and he comes up the stairs.
Yeah, she's painting and he comes up the stairs and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Oh my God, you're alive." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm also very fucked up. I'm gonna drink some water. There's gonna be some foreshadowing and some cinematography, and then I'm gonna spit up blood."
Yeah, I actually didn't notice that until you pointed it out to me. There's a shot where there's a glass of water on the table, and Lena and
Oscar Isaac
Kane. I was trying to remember the character's name.
Kane, right.
Kane are like intertwining their fingers, but the way that water through glass distorts things, it makes it look like just like tubes wiggling.
Yeah, like the tummy worms that later show up when Kane cuts that dude's stomach open on the videotape.
Yeah. So, which is, I think, my favorite part. It's the hardest part to watch, but it's also my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah. You know what's weird about that part is that the hardest part of it to watch is just like Oscar Isaac cutting that man open the skin flap and not like the actual thing going on inside of him.
Oh, for sure, because it's like sometimes like you get like a hangnail and the skin peels off and that hurts so much.
Oh, you comparing it to that made it worse. You made it so much worse by comparing it to that.
I mean, that's like because that recently happened to me at work, so that's my current point of reference.
And you were like, "Oh, this is just like Annihilation."
Yeah, this is just like movie Annihilation, but like,
smaller and not tummy worms.
It's cool though. The body horror in this movie is so particular. It's very, very dope. So. She rushes because there's blood in the water and the glass of water.
She's like, "Okay, hospital time," and then they go to the hospital, and the EMT is like holding it together despite everything. And then like
they get into a fucking car chase. These like black cars try to run them off the road. Yeah, and it's like, this is like the worst day to be an EMT.
Yeah. Oh my! Did I tell you? I told you about when I broke my leg, the horrible shit that the EMTs had to do.
You did not. Maybe you did.
So when I broke my foot, I was in a skate park, and there is no means of egress from that skate park except from the corner of the skate park that I was in, except to walk through the skate park. And the only way out was like a wide-ish aperture on the backside of a ramp. But it was also like partway up another ramp. So, like, you kind of had to walk up a ramp a little bit to get out. So the EMTs had the unenviable task of, like, not being able to roll me out. They had to carry me out. And also they had to carry me up a slope a little bit before stepping onto a flat surface. So if I am already in indescribable pain, but they just, like, have to walk up navigate the fucking skate park on foot and then just, like, help me out the door.
Horrible.
Yeah, it took me an hour and a half to get to the actual hospital.
Woof.
And it was like a 5-10 minute drive.
Woof. Yeah. Is this situation better or worse? Who could possibly know? It seems probably just as bad.
Who can say?
Have not been in Kane's position. I do not have a good metric for that. But he's like.
I feel like you also haven't been in my position there either.
No, I haven't. So I'm gonna say they rank about the same for me because
there's no difference between good. They're all things are equal.
All things are literally equal because
centrism.txt.
This is the only position I'm centrist on. Is pain's probably the same. Bad time. Hemorrhaging blood is what Kane is doing. They take him to the hospital and then. Lena is, and this is all with time is weird in this movie. We have like it starts with Lena being interviewed after all the events in the movie happen, and she's like being held because they're like, what happened? And she's like, people died. I don't know where they are. I don't remember most of what happened because she was gone for like, what, 4 months or something crazy like that. And then there's flashback to before she left, and then flashback further to before her husband left. And time is weird. We'll try as hard as we can to say chronological question mark. So she ends up in a similar holding cell that she's at the beginning of the movie, which is in the flash forward, where she's being interviewed by Ventress, who's going to be a character, pretty major character later.
Yeah. Like, so our 5 players are Shepard, Ventress, Lena, Radek, Josie Radek, and what's the EMT's name?
Oh, you said Ventress, Anya? Did you say Anya?
Anya,
yes.
That's her name.
Mm-hmm. So they're all together. Ventress is like, we recruit you. I have cancer.
I diagnose you with recruit.
Yes. We're gonna go into the thing that's called the Shimmer, which is where I don't know. I don't think Lena knows this at this time, but that's what. No, I think she does actually. That's where her husband was sent before, and they're like, we need more people to investigate. You do it. I also do it, but you do it.
Yeah.
So.
And then they go into the Shimmer, and then this movie is it's. I don't know. It feels a little bit like talking about movies a little bit, because like it kind of seems like. I don't know, like, I feel like we wouldn't, like, if this was, like, this is just, like, a normal movie about, like, a camping trip or something, unless there was a reason to show them setting up camp, we wouldn't see it.
Right.
So, like, cinematographically...
Yes.
The skipping of the camp setup scene makes sense, but the fact that diegetically, the camp setup scene does not exist is really cool to me.
Totally.
Also, same thing for like the first thing that Lena mentioned in the movie, that like she doesn't remember eating at all. Like I feel like you almost never see characters eat in movies unless there's like something important happening at the dinner table. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like that's just like a scene that's left out of movies
because it's assumed.
Right, but also then diegetically it was left out of it. There was no recollection of that.
I never actually thought about it that way before. That is super interesting and very cool. Yeah, it's interesting. I think what we're shown is what we're supposed to be seeing because it's what happened, which seems obvious, but we understand the amount of time. So she feels like she was in there for a couple days, maybe a week.
But they were in there for like 4 months.
4 months. And the amount of time she says makes sense because that's about as long as it feels like the events that happen in there.
Yes.
But it's just a weird sort of time dilation thing, where we fill in the gaps because that's what we're trained to do as audience members.
Right. But like when the gaps are just like but like that's not something you do in like your day-to-day life.
Right. And but it's something that the literal characters are kind of quote unquote trained to do because they just assume these things happen even if they have no memory of them.
Right.
Until they're actually interrogated about it afterwards. You know?
Yeah.
Because she seems a little surprised when she says, I don't remember eating. You know? Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Uh-huh. High five, Sarah. Very cool observation.
Thank you. I also like the optimism that Lena shows in that, like, because she cannot explicitly confirm the death of Josie or Ventress, because I mean it's just kind of implied that like we never see Josie fully turn into a plant person, and like Ventress just kind of like does a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a weird optimism that she's just like, I don't know what happened to them, but like you look at them and you like the way that they're presented, it's pretty much just like they're probably just gone forever. Dead is the best word that we have for it.
Right.
But she has like an optimistic, like she only confirms Anya and Shepard as dead because she's the only one that she saw die with her own two eyes.
Yeah.
Like she saw Ventress turn into like a cosmic olive.
Yeah, and then Anya or Josie, Josie.
Tessa Thompson.
Josie Thompson turns into flowers.
Well,
Tessa Thompson, Josie Raddick.
Yeah. But she doesn't we don't see her turn into flowers. It's just like she walks around the corner while she is currently turning into flowers, and then when Lena rounds the corner, there is nothing but flowers.
Yeah. And it's strange because I think it would be difficult to say that they are dead. They've just turned into different living things.
Yeah.
You know?
Because Shepard definitely Shepard became sort of absorbed by the bear.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the thing about this movie is that everything is kind of congealing into one thing. Things that are combining are being DNA spliced, but without sort of any sort of like hesitation.
Any markings of DNA splicing. It just looks like natural, like things just like kind of mutated into that.
Yeah, it's mutation, but definitely mutation is the right word.
Like the plant life, specifically with the human. Was it the Hox gene?
Yeah.
Where it's explicitly confirmed that those are not plants. Those are not topiary bushes shaped to look like humans. They are just plants that actually grew into the shape of bushes.
Which is so cool. It is so cool.
It's incredible. And then the fact that Josie just turns into one of them makes you really question if it's just maybe that's just what happened to a lot of the other soldiers.
Yeah. Or if these people haven't actually turned into these plants, it's just the fact that the humans have been in this area, that it's taking human DNA and translating it onto other things that don't typically have human DNA.
Yeah. God.
Very cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So they traverse into the Shimmer. We learn everyone's tragic backstories, and it's basically the only reason why people would go into the situation is if they're damaged goods, quote unquote.
Yeah. What is it? Shepard had was it a stillborn miscarriage?
I think so.
Ventress
has cancer.
Ventress has cancer. Yep. Josie is self-harms.
Yeah.
Which, I don't want to downplay the significance of depression or self-harm whatsoever, speaking as someone who is significantly depressed constantly and did engage in various methods of self-harm many years ago.
Sure.
But also that just seems on a... Maybe she's just got it really bad, but, terminally ill with a few months to live and, had experienced the horrible trauma of, of miscarriage. And then, self-harm? I don't know. Maybe I'm downplaying it too much.
I think it's... Were these people not here of their own volition? It would be weird. Say some outside forces selected them.
Yeah, they were okay, you've got no reason to continue living.
Right. I think the fact
that she offered herself up for it is
indicative of that they're all at similar places in their life.
Yeah. And what was Anya's thing? Was Anya an addict?
Anya was a former addict.
Yeah, former addict. And I think there's hints of that because of the scene when I only noticed this time, but the scene where they all meet each other, I'm pretty sure everyone's drinking beer and Anya is drinking some canned pop.
Sure.
Some soda.
Yeah.
And then Lena makes up a story about how her husband was KIA.
Yeah.
Which he was until recently.
Yes. It's a half-truth.
He died, but he got better.
Yeah. He's okay, but he's dead.
Yeah. But this is also in the aftermath of them encountering a really fucked up alligator.
Yes. which seems to have been hybridized with a shark.
Yeah.
Because it's got several rows of teeth. And that fucking dies, and they're like, well, bye. They go to a nearby military base, and this is where we see the scene of a soldier being cut open. They find a video card.
Yeah, they find a memory card of a soldier being cut open, and just like flopping open his tummy. Kane cuts his tummy open and flops it open, and there's just like a bunch of worms in there.
Yeah, it's the intestines are just like moving around.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Those just seemed like really big to call them intestines to me.
You've never seen intestines before.
You know what? You're right, and I haven't, but like, I don't know. Those seemed like fleshy and exterior. Those did not seem like internal things. Those seemed like an infestation more than anything.
It was a movie, Sarah.
I know. I'm just saying.
Your intestines don't move like that, IRL.
No, listen, Blair, what I'm saying is that I clocked it as like something had infested him or infected him, but like I just did not read those as intestines getting up to some weird tricks. I interpreted it as like his entire insides have been replaced by something else.
Oh, interesting. No, I think they're supposed to be intestines.
Yeah, I think that is what is intended. I think that's what's intended. I missed that, I guess.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, though.
Yeah.
You complimented me earlier and said I said a smart thing, so...
I gotta take you down a notch. Your ego got too big.
Yeah.
So,
You came into this world a dipshit and you'll die a dipshit.
So that's I think my favorite scene in the movie because it's just so horrifying. And
I'm trying to think of... I think that scene takes a second place to the scene where Ventress fucking explodes.
That scene is also very cool.
Yeah. Or potentially the scene where the lighthouse and all the trees burn down.
There's so much dope shit in this movie.
Yeah. This movie didn't get nominated for shit, and I'm so mad about it.
It's a crime against God and me, who is God. That's why I have to leave this podcast, is because I'm God now.
You've ascended, finally.
Finally! I'm working hard.
Yeah. Been putting in overtime at the old Deity Factory. Cranking nonstop at the Deity Factory.
Is that how you become God?
I was quoting the Elon Musk tweet where he said that he's cranking nonstop at the factory.
But I also think that's how you become God.
Yeah.
And by think I mean no, because I'm God now. We stand blasphemy on this podcast. So, and then they find one of my favorite, I guess, set pieces where I think it's the dude who got his gut cut open is up on the wall. And he's kind of turned into like fungus.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
It's horrifying, but also really very cool. Because it's such a beautiful, like, example of the reconstruction of a human person into something that's not human anymore.
Yeah. It's like if you kind of like took a human and like decomposed them and like put them into like cookie dough and just like made something else out of it.
Yeah.
Like that's a really weird way of saying it, but like
Yeah. So then bear stuff happens. A bear takes Cassie away in the middle of the night.
A bear kills Cass.
And then Anya's like, hey, fuck you guys. It ties Ventress, Lena, and Josie up. And
because she found Lena's locket, which had Kane's face in it, whose face they'd seen in the video of the man's tummy worms.
Right.
Sorry, his tummy intestines.
Intestines are just tummy worms.
Damn.
So true, right? We're all just worms.
We're all just worms. We diagnosed a tapeworm, but we live with two real worms. They're the large and small intestine. Ah,
yes. Thank you.
When you think about it, your veins are really just a lot of tiny worms.
Oh, I don't think about it.
Try not to.
I try not to. We're all just full of worms.
Toe to tip, these are worms.
This is our new philosophy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means yet, but this is under me as God, this is the new religion. We're just worms. Yeah, so Anya is like, when I look at my hands, my fingerprints move. If you cut me open, would my insides move too? I think that's one of the most emotionally impactful lines in this movie. And I don't even know why. It's just like the performance behind them is like so powerful.
Yeah, Gina Rod, like all of the women in this movie are phenomenal.
Yeah.
But so then the fucked up bear shows up.
This is the iconic fucked up bear. If you know one thing about Annihilation, you probably know about this bear. Because it seems to have mutated with Cassie's skull, Shepard's skull.
Yeah. And now when it roars, it sounds like Cass saying, "Help me."
Yeah. Ooh, it is really eerie.
It's haunting.
And bears are scary to begin with.
Yeah.
Normal bear is scary. But fucked up bear is horrifying.
The help me cries from the bear fool Anya, and it gets her fucking murked.
Yeah. So, yeah, because everyone's still tied up. She gets fucked up, and she comes back with a gun and just, like, unloads, like, an assault rifle into this, like, bear, and then gets eaten, basically. So.
Yeah.
Rip. Oh, yeah, and then, so Ventress leaves, then.
Yeah, Ventress just fucking deuces. No. Josie walks out.
They both do, basically.
Yeah, and leaves Lena alone to walk to the lighthouse because Josie's like, "Fuck this! I'm becoming a flower people," and then she turns into a flower people.
Yeah, and Ventress just leaves, and nobody knows exactly what happens to her, and so Lena goes to the lighthouse and finds a burned up body, a video camera, and then this huge hole in the floor.
Yep, the lighthouse butthole.
Yes. So she looks at the video camera and sees Kane talking to his doppelganger.
Yeah, talking to the cameraman. The cameraman walks into view, and it's double Kane.
Yes. And then Kane gives a white phosphorus grenade to his doppelganger, and then like explodes, basically. Or no, he explodes himself, and then he's like to his doppelganger, "You find Lena."
Yeah.
And Lena's like, "Okay." Basically, she goes down to she descends into the hole, and she finds Ventress there, who begins to mutate, and light comes out from inside of her. And devours her whole, and like you said, turns into a cosmic olive, out of which a doppelganger of Lena comes out. And this actually might be I retract what I said earlier. This might be my favorite scene, where there's a lot of mirroring of movements that seem to be antagonistic only because Lena is being antagonistic towards this doppelganger, which seems to be learning from her actions.
Yeah.
And eventually Lena does the same thing she did with that Kane did with doppelganger. Things get a little murky, and like basically phosphorus grenades.
Tricks it into holding the phosphorus grenade, and it fucking explodes.
Yeah, phosphorus grenades the entire Shimmer, basically. Yep. Because
it all burns down. It's fucking gorgeous. And then back home, Kane is like, "Oh, I'm awake now."
Yeah. And yeah, they have like this brief conversation where Lena's like, "You're not Kane," and
he says, "I don't think so."
And then he asks.
Then they hug, and then their irises change color, and then the movie ends.
Yes.
Wow, that's the longest we've ever spent talking about a movie, I think, on this podcast.
Yeah, well, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot we missed.
We also spent 20 minutes in the lead up.
That's true. I like to talk. It's because I'm a Gemini.
When I was on City Girls Make Do, we were making fun of a character on an episode of Sex and the City who was just like completely unlovable, and I asked Alex, one of the hosts, I was like, we were just being like, I have bad hair and I don't know what a sense of fashion, and I was like, I only wear earth tones, and then I was like, hey Alex, what's an unlovable star sign? And she was like, Gemini.
Fuck that. You know, okay, I'm gonna be star sign phobic here. Cancers can get fucked, and Sagittariuses can get fucked. No, that's
I think she mentioned Gemini. Yeah, she trashes Geminis. She says I do point out that a close friend of mine is a Gemini, so I feel bad trashing that, but my dad is a Gemini, so I don't. She also
That's how
says
I feel about Capricorns.
She also says I will stop trashing Geminis when you guys learn consistency.
No.
What's your sign?
What's Alex's sign?
I don't know actually off the dome, but we need to have Alex back on so that you two can just like fucking duke it out.
I'm gonna fight her in the woods.
That's gonna be a Schlocktober episode this year.
Yeah, we're gonna crowdfund me going to the woods and fighting Alex Leaf Crunch. God, anyway, let's get into some ratings.
Yeah, on a scale of 0 to 5 fucked up bears, I think we're both gonna give this one a 5-er.
Solid 5. Really good movie. There's a reason I've seen this several times.
Yeah,
it's good every time.
it was the first movie that I watched in 2019, which is a really good energy to start this year off with. Also, what's that?
Oh, I said for sure, but really intensely.
Also, someone that I follow on Twitter who just like posts nudes all the time.
Sure.
She did just post Ted Bundy wasn't even vaguely hot 2K19.
He wasn't. I have been saying he's not sexy. I hate serial killer fuckers. They're like the worst kind of people. I mean, they happen.
Someone replied and said people deserve their rights taken away for talking about crazy white men in the light of positivity because this looks like dog shit. And then a picture of Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
He does look like evil Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he does. It's insane. But it's also been happening. It's not like a recent phenomenon. Every time someone like a serial killer goes away, there's always like a phenomenon of them getting love letters from women. It happened with Richard Ramirez. It happened with John Wayne Gacy. It probably would have happened with Dahmer, but he died really soon in prison. So obviously it happened. It happened with Manson. It happened with Manson's such a fucking pussy. Everyone's like, oh, Manson's so scary. He's not. He just managed to get a bunch of like people really fucked up on drugs, and then they were like murder, and he was like murder, and so then murder.
The only thing I know about literally the only thing I know about Charles Manson is the fact that when I was in college I listened to a lot of Death Grips and specifically their song Beware, and I memorized the monologue at the start of that, and I was like, fuck yeah, I know the monologue to the start of Beware, and then I would just like kind of quote it sometimes, and I was like, someone was like, did you just quote Charles fucking Manson at me? And I was like, did I?
Oh, I love that. Oh, no, that's so funny. No, I'm obsessed.
I don't have that entire quote committed to memory, but, like, I'm the king, dog. I run the underworld. I make the money. I roll the nickels. The game's mine. I deal the cards.
Yeah. Oh, he's such a crazy idiot.
Yeah.
Fuck Charles Manson.
We can't keep talking about this. We've lost all of our listeners.
Oh, I know. Okay.
We have questions, though.
Let's get into some questions.
Yeah. So first question from Crunchleaf on Twitter, Alex Leaf Crunch, friend of the podcast. How fucked up is the bear?
Pretty fucked up. Formerly discussed, bears fucked up on their own. You make a bear extra fucked up, it's gonna be super fucked up.
Yeah.
I think bears are the land mammal I'm most afraid of.
Like, everyone talks a big game about, horses, they're they're God's worst creation, they are a mistake of God,
But they're not fucking predators. Bears are like, predators, they will kill you.
I'll concede, horses are kind of bad to look at, but, like, they're not, like, gonna attempt to murder you. They might on accident, but, like, they're not setting out to do it.
Right. They don't need your meat to survive.
Yeah.
They got oats.
Yeah. This question from @LoveSmallSong. Have you read the books? Talk about how the books are better. I haven't yet, but I can tell you that I will as soon as I read them myself. Like I said, I literally did order the book on Amazon half an hour ago, so that'll be coming on Monday.
Yeah. The books are better is not a take I've seen a lot. I would say the books are wildly different is the take I've mostly seen. But I think Annihilation is a really good movie on its own. So I think it's just different.
Yeah. This question from at C Savage. I love Annihilation 2018 for its optimistic version of a lush biodiverse apocalypse. What would be the most ideal DNA combo if, by the grace of God, the Annihilation actually descended on present-day Washington, D.C.?
All the
What if Dangerous Donald Trump merged with like a squirrel because they have tiny hands?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what if all the politicians just turned into one mega politician?
Do you listen to Punch Up the Jam?
I do not.
Okay. The latest episode is about the Rusted Root song "Send Me on My Way." And they made a parody of it, which was about the two hosts of the podcast pitching inventions. And the inventions that they pitched were, and I'm going to sing this to the tune of "Send Me on My Way," were pockets for your dog and a single giant bee.
Which is just basically the thing I said with politicians.
Yeah, a single giant politician.
Yes. But maybe like the entire landscape. Flash landscape.
A fucking carnal disaster zone. Carnal's not the right word, and I regret using that one right then.
You're really horny about this flash landscape.
I did not mean to use carnal.
Carnal's a good word, but just not for this circumstance.
Yeah. Oh. If you jerked off in the Shimmer, would your nut run away like the blood from that one scene of The Thing?
Yes. I think the answer to that question is yes.
This question from at Habdabs. I think it's at at those_Habdabs. Sorry. If you were assimilated into a fucked up animal, what fucked up animal would you be? I mean, Tiggy.
Yeah.
Kind of obvious.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, unless we're talking about, like, proximity, in which case, like, I would merge with a very small bearded dragon.
This is a hard question.
You would merge with Mildred.
I would merge with Mildred. We would make the worst thing ever.
A cat with the capability to make the own egg that goes on their head.
Yes! Oh my god. Baby girl.
We're gonna we need to post a picture of Mildred in the show notes.
Yes.
Baby girl.
More question?
Last question from at MattGCN. What would the fucked up bear use to lure you both out of hiding? What would its siren song be? And so there are two answers to this question, and one of them is a bummer answer because it's like a serious answer, and I'm not going to answer it that question. So what would be like the jokey joke answer you got here, Blair? Like if I heard like, you know what would really get me from the bear? Like if it started just like singing like a Baths song.
Oh sure.
Like if it just like opened its mouth and like the opening tones of like fucking. Oh my, if like the opening tones of Yeoman came out of its mouth,
sure,
like it just like opens its mouth and like.
Honestly, if I heard, I think it would be really easy to get me anywhere, if something sounded vaguely human and outside, you know?
Yeah.
In a circumstance where I'm not expecting something vaguely human. Actually, maybe not. I'm scaredy. I don't like to leave my house. I think I'd be okay, because I just wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
Secondary answer to that question would be Mouth Sounds by Neil C.C. Rega.
That's it for questions. Thank you for the questions.
Yes. Recommendations?
Shit. Have I recommended Silver Spoon yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's an anime that I've been watching with Sophie. It's based off a manga written by Hiromu Arakawa, which is a name that might ring a bell if you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Sure.
Same woman. The pitch is some kid from like decent money and like really smart, like but like just kind of unilaterally across the board with no ambitions. Instead of like trying to go to like a prestigious high school or something, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I need a complete change of pace. I'm going to this fucking farm school to learn how to do agriculture shit. And that's it. And it's just been like an in-depth dive into like how farms work. And it's so fucking cool.
That's very interesting.
Like, there was a 4-minute scene of the character like getting the guts to and then like gutting and skinning a dead deer.
Oh, okay.
And, like, definitely not for everyone, but
right.
also, like, immensely fascinating. And
very
it's, like,
cool. Yeah.
It's such a feel-good show, too. Like, it's just so good.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, I have a hard time because what I've been consuming recently, I don't actually know if I like it or not.
Well, what? You're not a huge fan of Mob Psycho 100?
No. I've been listening to this podcast called Small Town Dicks, which is a true crime podcast. It's these like smallish town cops talking about cases they've investigated, and it's interesting because I like hearing about the legal system that involves crime. I think it's one of the more interesting parts of true crime. I'm like, yeah, but how did the investigation and trial go? Is basically like people are like murder, and I'm like, yeah, murder is great, but how? But, like, what was the testimony like? Like, what kind of evidence did they find? I like legal stuff, and it's a lot of that. On the other hand, it's a lot of tweaker crimes, which are basically the same. You've heard one tweaker crime, you've heard them all. And it is also, like, a lot of it is narrated by cops, which is sometimes okay. I mean, obviously all cops are bastards.
Right.
But sometimes it, like, the bastardy stuff doesn't really show through. There's a lot of, like, really skilled investigation. And, like, when murder happens, someone has to, like, do something about it. So, you know, that's good. But I would say be very picky about the episodes you're going to listen to. If you're interested in, like, small town legal systems and the process involved with, like, catching people who do actual crimes, yes, but also if you don't want to listen to fucking cops, I totally get it, because listening to them sometimes is really infuriating. But
Blair, did you listen to the latest season of Serial by any chance?
I did not. I've actually never listened to Serial.
Which
is shocking, I know.
the first season's great. Second season can take or leave, but the third season I think you would actually like a lot. The most recent one was an in-depth, like a weekly dive into like a bunch of different cases in a single court in Atlanta, Georgia.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like just a bunch of different cases, and just like it's absolutely fascinating. And also Sarah Koenig is, I'm pretty sure, also on the All Cops Are Bastards train.
Yeah.
Like they're still being interviewed on the podcast, but like all but like one or two of them are just like absolute inhuman bastards.
Yeah. I guess second to that isn't one that I've been listening to less of, but still enjoy. It's called Crimetown. It's technically true crime. It's about like mob, like organized crime stuff. In New England sort of area. And that's interesting. That's really interesting. So if you like legality stuff but can't stomach murder, there's some murder, but it's mostly like money laundering.
Yeah.
Crimetown is really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my two half recommendations. Make one recommendation together.
Also, probably also cut this, but you mentioned Crimetown, which made me remember the second season of Limetown, which I would love to do a bonus episode on with you at some point in the future, if you'd be up for that.
Yeah, I just need to listen to it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Cool. So
that's podcast. If you want to find us, we are fear baiting everywhere, but most importantly, we are on fear baiting at Patreon.
Yes.
Not most importantly, we love you all.
Yes.
Fucking right now we have a poll up on our Patreon to help us pick out next week's movie. It is between Unsane, The Nun, A Quiet Place, and a Hellfest. We are capping off Blair's tenure on this podcast with his choice of well, I'm not going to spoil it. You can say it now if you want, Blair, but also we might just keep it under our hat.
Oh, sure. It's not that cool, but
It's not, but like, I don't think it's gonna be what people will expect.
yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's really fair.
It's still gonna be a flick from last year. But we have a poll up. So Unsane, The Nun, A Quiet Place, and Hellfest are 4 movies that we were kind of like considering, but neither of us had like really heard too much. I mean, we've all heard about a decent amount about The Quiet Place, but like, you know, we wanted to give the audience some choice here. If you're a patron of $1 or more, you can vote on that. We'll be closing that poll like next Saturday or Sunday when we actually sit down to record the damn thing. $5 a month gets you access to fucking. $1 a month gets you access to everything, but $5 a month gets your name right on the show, and you get to have us read a message. $10 a month gets you to make us watch a horror movie of your choosing, and it has to be scarier than Donnie Darko. So thank you to Michael Kaiser, Paul Moran, Kit Spindler, Paul Bechtel, Ducky Aisha, and Sophie. We love you very much.
Thank you. If you want to find me specifically, you can do so at BlairKitch on Twitter or blairkitch.tumblr.com.
I am at SunhatJania on Twitter and also Mastodon at Snouts.online. And yeah, that's where I can be found. Oh yeah, also The Wonder Years, our sister podcast, and also my leftism podcast, and I could just book My Going to Die. And also, I know I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it last week at least.
Yes.
My episode on City Girls Make Do that I referenced earlier was posted last Sunday, and it was a really good one.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's all of it. Thank you so much for listening.
Yeah.
We will catch y'all again next week with our poll.
Our poll pick. Don't forget to vote.
Yep. Your vote counts.
Yep, your vote matters.
Pokemon Go to our Patreon poll.
Yep.
But until then, I have been Blair.
I am Sarah.
And remember,
you can put a fucked up bear anywhere.
Ooh, I like that.
Had to. Good night, everyone.
Bye.